Today we are into a plantation called as the Moringa plantation, very specifically the Moringa oleifera plantation, which is popularly called as drumsticks in across the world. In India, it is called as shoga. Very specifically in Marathi, it is called as shoga. Now, this is largely a tropical crop, very specifically rain-fed crop. Now, those farmers who has less water availability, they can go for such type of plantations and can get the better market, can say output from this. Now, this plantation being a rain-fed plantation, now it is largely cultivated or it is largely planted when the monsoon is arrived. Like in Indian subcontinent, the monsoon arrives largely in the month of June, starting from south to north. It extends up to the north in the July. So largely in the June and July, where the rain-fed or rain water is available, particularly in the dry areas where the uh, water is easily drained out, in such type of soils, which are light soils, well drained soils, in such soils the moringa can be cultivated, right? Now, for cultivation, the farmer needs to take care of some of the things, like while planting the either seeds can be planted or the saplings can be planted. Saplings are called as couplings. Now, the couplings should be of around 1 meter height. For that purpose, here first the farmer needs to dig the land, and around 50 to 60 centimeter the digging is essential in this case. Now, the diameter of this should be around 50-60 centimeters, which is standard, which is recommended by the universities. The depth should not exceed around 60 centimeters. But while doing it, here the porosity of the land needs to be checked so that whatever root growth is there, that can be extensively widened and can take the plant at a stable location. Right? For that purpose. At the same time, while going for the plantation, in between areas around 3 to 4 meters of the area needs to be kept in between, so that whatever harvest inter can say cropping can say practices which are needed to uplift the soil in such a way that all kinds of fertilizers they can be taken by the plantation. Now, there are some of the important varieties which are cultivated in Indian subcontinent. Being originated from North India or Indian subcontinent, this Moringa oleifera is spreaded to the South Asia also. So in Indonesia or in Malaysia or in Thailand, even in south part, that is in Sri Lanka, here some of the modern varieties they are cultivated. In India, Tamil Nadu is one of the major cultivator of this type of plantation, wherein some of the varieties like Coimbatore type of varieties, or the Konkan, can say there is one variety called as Konkan Ruchira.
Ruchira,
These are popular varieties in Indian subcontinent.
Bhagya.
From Bhagya is also one of the important, which is suggested by the universities. Now, here the plantation and the harvesting, the gap between this is around of 2 seasons, say around 8 to 10 months. The farmer, if it is planted at the time of arrival of the monsoon, for around 3 to 4 months, farmer has no tension of the watering of this plantation. That is very important. Now, but after around September, it needs 2-3 watering. Now, during 2-3 waterings, here the fertilizers needs to be added properly. Around 10 kg of the cow dung, along with that, here NPK can be added, and the ratio should be around 150 grams per plant as far as the nitrogen is concerned. Around 300 grams of the sulfate, single phosphate. At the same time, the potash, around 100 to 120 grams of the potash needs to be added during the intervals of around 2 months in between. And at the end of the monsoon season, one fertigation can be done, and in September, October, here the second fertigation can be done, so that before flowering, the flowering largely starts in the month of November, when the saplings are planted in the month of June, July, and then harvesting can be taken in the month of February, March. So farmer need to take care of all these things. Now, one most important thing is that whenever farmer go for such type of plantation, one of the major objective of the farmer is to get maximum market price. Now, when the saplings are planted largely in the month of June, July, they are harvested in the month of February, March, where on an average the price per kg price is around 100 to 120 rupees per kg. But if the saplings are planted largely in the month of March, which is not a proper time as per the Indian subcontinent concerned, there are some of the farmers who go for such type of experimentations, and if they plant it in the month of February, March, naturally the harvesting starts in the month of October, November, when the market price of the drumsticks is around 200 rupees per kg. So those farmers who are risk-taking farmers go for experimentation like this farmer. Here they go for such type of plantation. He planted it in the month of January, right? So naturally his crop will be harvested in the month of October, where the drumstick price, normal price in Indian subcontinent, will be around 120, 200 or 250 rupees per kg, right? So I congratulate this farmer for taking such risk, right? And hope that he will get a good produce of it. Thank you.